Alright, that's
And you're going to have yourself a 3rd and 14. Nick Bonito, what a season he's had. Another Pro Bowler along with Jonathan Cooper, applying all that pressure.
Well, what happens is they try and move the pocket, and that's smart,
oh,
Andy Reid. And they've
which
got
is
this first
mine.
man that they
The
try
screen
and lock
also.
it up, move the pocket. But Vance Joseph runs a soft zone and just swallows it up and makes them hold on to the ball. They're able to get home.
Got all these different, again, lineups on that offensive line. You got Kingsley in it, left tackle. Tooney is Brent Hansen's in. Wanye Morris at right tackle, trying to protect him on 3rd and long. Wentz goes underneath. Hendershot, their 13th tight end, who got the start today. He's going to come up a little short of the first.
That's a good job checking it down. Kind of threw a little rocket ball, but it was complete.
Got 10 out of it, but this
Needed some
portion of it. There's somebody watching that you may recognize.
That's good. He's got a future. If he sticks to playing football, I like it. He'll play some with it.
But he's got some memories here on this field because his first start ever back in his rookie year came on this very weekend, the last week of the regular season. Vance Joseph was the head coach of the Broncos then. Now he's their defensive coordinator. He remembers it well as Patrick put on a show.
Yeah, the very first pass was like, oh my goodness. Yeah. Did he just throw that?
Couldn't believe it. Got a flag here.
False start by the offense, number 2. It's a 5-yard penalty.
Patrick got to start that day because Andy rested Alex Smith in front of the playoffs. So the rookie got the start.
Yeah, and I just remember the very first throw. It was like one of the most difficult throws, and it's like, who is this guy? Vance Joseph, what you were talking about, said, and he only continued to do it the rest of that game and the very next season. And I think he still did it.
Still got it. After all these years and many years to go. Good thing. Here's the punt. Air call by Mims at the 11. The rise of 47 yards on that punt. He's done the job twice, but the Broncos have gone the distance, 2 for 2 so far.
You can't see the over $400 billion we invested in our network.
Oh.
But you rely on it every day. You can't see the nearly 2.5 million connected businesses, but they fuel growth. And you can't see the interconnectivity of 28,000 public safety teams, but they protect us. You can't see it, but for 148 years, AT&T has proudly connected Americans.
Take a staycation at Outback Steakhouse with a Canberra chopped steak or 18-ounce bone-in ribeye. It's better than a staycation.
I thought this was a steakcation, not a staycation!
Your Outback Staycation starts at $14.99 for a limited time.
Greatness hurts. But sometimes you gotta put on your game face. That's why Tylenol provides fast, effective pain relief. That's Tylenol. That's care without limits.
Friends, are you emotionally prepared for the drama of the NFL playoffs on CBS streaming live on Paramount Plus?
It's not that kind of watch.
It is now. Sydney.
Right, Paige.
This is one of those things that gets you to think outside the box.
Okay, let's do it again.
Trust your instinct. We're enjoying this.
That'll be
NCIS Sydney, new season, CBS Friday, January 31st.
The National Weather Service forecast for Radcliffe, Kentucky, tomorrow indicates snow flurries. Expect light and scattered snow flurries throughout the day. Amounts uncertain. The amount of snowfall is difficult to predict, as it may be very light and intermittent. Weather hazards, slick roads. Even small amounts of snow can cause slippery road conditions, especially on bridges and overpasses. Reduced visibility. Snow flurries can significantly reduce visibility, making driving
Nikki Glazer posting live on CBS.
Well, here in Miami, we're Cincinnati fan.
And how are you feeling right now?
I really want Kansas City to show you something right here, because Denver has just made it look too easy. And when Kansas City got aggressive, they took shots downfield, Jim. That made them very uncomfortable. Short pass, short pass, short pass. One, deep shot.
First down. Quick throw to Mims. He's something up there blocking for him. He's tossed around and down by Cam Jones, and we go to Tracy.
Weather outlook for Radcliffe. Severe weather alert. Heavy freezing rain expected. Be extremely cautious. Icy conditions will likely develop. Avoid travel if possible. Significant ice accumulation is possible, leading to hazardous conditions. Stay safe.
We'll see if they can accomplish that in this drive.
Okay, that's a good heads up. 35 yards to go. And how about all the action to Sutton on that last drive? We can't forget that they also scored on 31 to get converted. On their own side of the 50. Here's the Buffalo. He's got the first down, and he's tackled down around the 22-yard line, and we've got an injured Bronco. Humphrey is shaken up.
He's a big body, does a lot of the dirty work. He's a really good receiver. They got some depth there. Sutton's obviously the star. Mims coming on, but they need Humphrey.
With an injury on the field, we'll step aside for a minute.
Wings and pizza here.
You mean pizza and wings?
60 boneless wings, 1 pizza, wings and pizza.
Tonight in Radcliffe, Kentucky, expect heavy freezing rain with an accumulation of 1.2 inches. Wind speeds are expected to be 0 miles per hour. Weather hazards. Black ice. Freezing rain creates a thin, transparent layer of ice on roads, making them extremely slippery and dangerous for driving. Power outages. The weight of ice accumulating on trees and power lines can cause widespread power outages. Travel disruptions. Significant travel disruptions are likely due to icy road conditions. Safety tips. Avoid unnecessary travel. If possible, stay home during the storm. Drive with extreme caution. If you must drive, reduce speed, increase following distance, and avoid sudden braking or lane changes. Be prepared for power outages. Have flashlights, batteries, a first aid kit, and a backup power source, if available, readily available. Stay informed. Monitor weather updates from reliable sources like the National Weather Service, and follow instructions from local authorities. Remember, freezing rain is a serious weather hazard. Take necessary precautions to ensure your safety and the safety of others.
Oh.
CBS Friday, January 31st, and streaming on Paramount Plus.
People like to call us an inspiration. Fine. Call us whatever you want. We're just here to play.
Little Jordan Humphrey able to walk off the field, head to the blue tent.
He's not little.
He is not named quite right. Little, no.
Hopefully he's okay. Each guy has his role on this team. They do it really well, and they're selfless players. And Humphrey's one of those guys.
He's 6'4", 225.
Yes.
He's more Michael Jordan than Little Jordan.
I'm just saying exactly. Spags right now, he's upset. You don't believe me. He's such a competitor.
Yes.
First coordinator with 4 Super Bowl wins. He should be a head coach next year. I'm telling you, his second time around. I can't believe he's not gotten enough looks, Jim. He has been dynamic for this Chiefs team.
Here's a 1st and 10. Carey straight up ahead. Listen to me for about 4. You know, we were talking about this game. How do you prepare? There's some dread because you got all these different players coming in. He said, I know it can be frustrating. I just don't want us to lose our edge.
Yep.
And, you know, just the injury thing, too, he worries about.
Yeah, you just want to, you can't just go play it all. You don't have 100 guys on the team, right? So guys who play still have to, guys who've played a lot this season are still going to have to play this game. But you see, he cannot allow a team just to go up and down the field on him. It's just against who he is. So you'll see them start to disguise, and they already did that this drive in the first 2 plays. Here they're coming after him.
2nd and 6. Cut back. And that's Williams. It's going to be about 2 yards shy.
The electric off, we can open the refrigerator much, okay?
Okay.
Again,
Be prepared.
Andy Reid, Patrick Mahomes, percentage all-time minimum 100 games is the best.
What's coming down good?
80% average with 15.
No.
3 Super Bowl titles.
It's
Ice.
On and on.
It's a type of
Can I go play? Can I go play? What? Oh, and I also enjoy mixed. Hey, what's going on? Oh. Whoa.
Dad, I got a huge barbecue wing steak. This bottle says I need water. That stuff has water.
Oh, no.
So you can save your shirt and maybe even a little money. More money for nights.
Oh. Grandma, you better come. You better come look outside. Ice. But the ice is melting. This isn't good. I could tell we're gonna lose power, I could tell.
Tonight in Radcliffe, Kentucky, you can expect heavy freezing rain. This is the primary weather hazard. Freezing rain occurs when rain falls on surfaces that are below freezing, causing it to instantly freeze into a sheet of ice. Ice accumulation. With 0.9 inches of expected freezing rain, significant ice accumulation is likely. This can lead to extremely hazardous conditions. Wind. Winds of 12 miles per hour will further complicate the situation. Weather hazards. Extremely dangerous travel conditions. Roads will become icy and treacherous, making driving extremely dangerous. Walking on sidewalks and other surfaces will also be very slippery. Power outages. Ice accumulation on power lines can cause them to break, leading to widespread power outages. Damage to trees and structures. The weight of ice can cause branches to break and even bring down trees. Safety tips. Avoid travel. If possible, stay indoors and avoid all unnecessary travel. If you must travel, use extreme caution. Drive very slowly and allow extra time to reach your destination. Keep an emergency kit in your vehicle, including blankets, water, and snacks. Prepare for power outages. Have flashlights, batteries, and a battery-powered radio readily available. Charge your cell phones and other electronic devices. Have a backup heating source, such as a fireplace or wood stove. Stay informed. Monitor local weather alerts and advisories close.
Now we're talking. Uncertain.
Here's a breakdown of what to expect tonight in Radcliffe, based on the provided forecast. Expected conditions. Uncertain. This indicates that the forecast has a degree of uncertainty. While small ice amounts are possible, they may not materialize. Weather hazards. Ice. The potential for small ice amounts poses a risk of slippery surfaces. Tips. Be cautious on icy surfaces. Drive slowly and carefully. Wear appropriate footwear. Important note. This is based on the limited information provided. For the most accurate and up-to-date weather information, please refer to a reliable weather source such as National Weather Service, link to weather.gov, local news. Check your local news channels or websites for weather updates. Stay safe.
Okay.
Thank you.
I want to live here.
The charger.
Where you go to? I'll put those in the room. I'm done. Okay.
Here's a breakdown of what to expect tonight in Radcliffe, based on the provided forecast. Expected conditions, uncertain. This indicates that the forecast has a degree of uncertainty. While small ice amounts are possible, they may not materialize. Weather hazards, ice. The potential for small ice amounts poses a risk of slippery surfaces. Tips: be cautious on icy surfaces, drive slowly and carefully, wear appropriate footwear. Important note: this is based on the limited information provided. For the most accurate
Happy voice my mouth off.
expected weather hazards for Radcliffe: significant ice accumulation, power outages, dangerous travel conditions, tree damage, high winds, blowing snow/ice. Safety tips: avoid unnecessary travel. Charge electronic devices. Have a plan for staying warm. Be aware of falling ice and tree branches. Drive slowly and cautiously. Explanation: heavy freezing rain. With 0.8 inches of expected freezing rain, significant ice accumulation is likely. This can lead to power outages, downed trees, and extremely dangerous travel conditions. High winds. Wind speeds of 23 miles per hour can cause blowing snow and ice, further reducing visibility and increasing the risk of accidents. Stay safe and informed. Monitor weather updates closely, and follow any advisories issued by local authorities.
Oh, that's up.
What does it look like outside? I told you so many times. See, I just don't understand. See what I'm talking about? What? What are you doing? What are you doing?
Trying to.
What are you trying to do? You know what? Why did you turn the light on?
I got it now.
What'd you plug in? Why are you plugging that? The tablet is in my room. I mean,
Much better.
Expect heavy freezing rain in Radcliffe tonight, with an accumulation of 0.8 inches. Hazards. Black ice formation on roads and sidewalks. This can make walking and driving extremely dangerous. Power outages due to ice accumulation on power lines. The weight of the ice can cause power lines to snap, leaving you without electricity. Tree damage and falling branches due to ice weight. The weight of the ice can also cause branches to break and fall, potentially damaging property or injuring people. Dangerous driving conditions due to slippery roads. Driving on icy roads is very dangerous and should be avoided if possible. Increased risk of accidents and injuries. The combination of icy conditions and strong winds can increase the risk of accidents and injuries. Tips. Avoid unnecessary travel. If you don't have to go out, stay home. Drive slowly and cautiously if travel is essential. If you must drive, allow extra time to reach your destination and drive slowly and cautiously. Increase following distance. Give yourself plenty of space between you and the car in front of you. Use chains or snow tires if necessary. If you have them, use chains or snow tires to improve traction on icy roads. Stay indoors as much as possible. If you can, stay indoors and avoid going out in the hazardous conditions. Charge electronic devices in case of power outages. If the power goes out, you'll want to have charged devices to stay connected and informed. Bring pets indoors. Protect your pets from the cold and ice by bringing them indoors. Prepare an emergency kit with essential supplies. In case of a power outage or other emergency, it's a good idea to have an emergency kit with essential supplies, such as food, water, and a first aid kit. I hope this information helps. Tonight in Radcliffe, expect heavy freezing rain with amounts of 0.6 inches possible. Weather hazards. Significant ice accumulation. Heavy freezing rain will likely lead to significant ice accumulation on roads, sidewalks, and power lines. Power outages. Ice buildup on power lines can cause widespread power outages. Dangerous travel conditions. Roads will become extremely icy and treacherous, making travel dangerous or impossible. Tree damage. The weight of ice on tree branches can cause them to break, potentially damaging property or injuring people. Tips. Stay indoors. If possible, stay indoors and avoid unnecessary travel. Prepare for power outages. Have flashlights, batteries, and a backup power source ready. Charge devices. Keep your cell phone and other electronic devices fully charged. Check on neighbors. If you have elderly or vulnerable neighbors, check on them to ensure they are safe. Drive carefully. If you must travel, drive slowly and cautiously. Allow extra time to reach your destination. Dress warmly. Wear layers of warm clothing if you must go outside. Stay informed. Monitor local weather alerts. Pay close attention to weather warnings and advisories issued by the National Weather Service. Check road conditions. Before traveling, check road conditions on the Kentucky Department of Highways website or app. Disclaimer. This information is based on the provided forecast and may change. Always refer to the latest official weather advisories from the National Weather Service for the most accurate and up-to-date information. Tonight in Radcliffe, you can expect mostly cloudy skies. The sky will likely be covered with clouds for most of the night. Cool temperatures. The temperature will be around 45 degrees Fahrenheit, which is relatively cool for this time of year. Calm winds. Wind speeds are expected to be around 0 miles per hour, so you won't have to worry about strong winds. Weather hazards. Potential for light rain or drizzle. With mostly cloudy skies, there's a slight chance of light rain or drizzle throughout the night. Cooler temperatures. The cool temperatures may require you to wear a jacket or sweater if you plan to be outdoors. Recommendations. Check for updates. Monitor the weather forecast closely for any changes, especially if you have outdoor plans. Dress warmly. If you plan to be outdoors, dress in layers to stay warm and comfortable. Bring an umbrella. An umbrella might be a good idea to have on hand in case of light rain or drizzle. Disclaimer. This is a general forecast, and weather conditions can change quickly. Always refer to the latest information from a reliable weather source for the most accurate and up-to-date forecast. I hope this information is helpful.
Aw. Oh. Oh.
Radcliffe will have mostly clear skies tonight, with a temperature of 67 degrees Fahrenheit and a wind speed of 5 miles per hour.
Well.
With a 34% chance of snow and 0 miles per hour winds in Radcliffe tonight, here's what to expect and some safety tips. What to expect. Possible light snow flurries. While the chance of snow is moderate, the forecast suggests it might be light and intermittent if it does occur. Cold temperatures. Expect cold temperatures throughout the night. Minimal wind impact. With 0 miles per hour winds, wind chill won't be a significant factor. Weather hazards. Slick roads. Even light snow can cause slippery road conditions, especially on bridges and overpasses. Reduced visibility. Snowfall, even light, can reduce visibility, making driving more challenging. Safety tips. Check road conditions. Before heading out, check road conditions on the Kentucky Department.
this is Louisville. We help each other, we support one another, particularly during challenging times. And this is one great way to do it. Again, as we get to wrap up,
Tonight in Radcliffe, Kentucky, expect heavy freezing rain. Significant ice accumulation is likely, potentially reaching 0.9 inches. This will create hazardous driving conditions. Strong winds. Winds of 22 miles per hour will further enhance the danger, potentially causing power outages and tree damage. Extremely cold temperatures. Temperatures will be well below freezing, making any ice formation very difficult to melt. Weather hazards. Black ice. Freezing rain can create a nearly invisible layer of ice on roads, making them extremely slippery and treacherous. Power outages. Ice accumulation on power lines can cause them to break, leading to widespread power outages. Tree damage. The weight of ice on tree branches can cause them to break, potentially damaging property or injuring people. Travel disruptions. Hazardous road conditions will likely make travel very difficult or impossible. Tips. Stay indoors. If possible, avoid driving or going outside during the storm. Prepare for power outages. Have flashlights, batteries, and a backup power source ready. Charge devices. Keep your cell phone and other electronic devices fully charged. Check on neighbors. If you have elderly or vulnerable neighbors, check on them to make sure they are safe. Stay informed. Monitor weather reports and follow instructions from local officials. Important note. This information is based on the provided weather forecast. The situation can change quickly, so it's crucial to stay updated with the latest information from reliable sources such as the National Weather Service.
No. Tonight in Radcliffe, Kentucky, expect cold temperatures. The low will be around 11 degrees Fahrenheit, making it extremely cold. Windy conditions. Winds of 23 miles per hour will make it feel even colder due to wind chill. Possible snow flurries. There's a chance of light snow flurries, but significant accumulation is unlikely. Weather hazards. Extreme cold. The primary hazard is the dangerously cold temperatures. Wind chill. Strong winds will significantly increase the risk of frostbite and hypothermia. Slick spots. While snow accumulation is expected to be minimal, any snow or ice on roads could create slippery conditions. Tips. Dress warmly. Wear multiple layers of warm clothing, including a hat, gloves, scarf, and a heavy coat. Limit outdoor exposure. Minimize time spent outdoors. If you must go out, cover all exposed skin. Check on vulnerable individuals. Check on elderly neighbors, friends, and family members to ensure they are safe and warm. Protect pets. Bring pets indoors and provide them with adequate shelter from the cold. Drive carefully. If you must drive, allow extra time to reach your destination and drive slowly.
Whoa.
Tonight in Radcliffe, Kentucky, expect heavy freezing rain with accumulations of 0.9 inches. Winds will be calm at 0 miles per hour. Weather hazards. Significant ice accumulation. The primary hazard is the potential for significant ice accumulation on roads, sidewalks, and power lines. This can lead to extremely hazardous driving conditions. Black ice can form, making roads treacherous and increasing the risk of accidents. Power outages. Ice can weigh down and break tree limbs and power lines, causing widespread power disruptions. Travel disruptions. Road closures and flight delays are possible due to icy conditions. Damage to property. Ice can cause damage to trees, power lines, and even structures. Tips. Stay indoors. If possible, avoid unnecessary travel during the freezing rain event. Prepare for power outages. Have flashlights, batteries, and a backup power source ready. Drive with extreme caution. If you must drive, reduce speed, increase following distance, and avoid sudden braking or acceleration. Stay informed. Monitor weather updates from reliable sources like the National Weather Service. Check on vulnerable neighbors. Make sure elderly or disabled neighbors have the necessary supplies and assistance. Important note. This information is based on the provided data. Weather conditions can change rapidly, so always refer to the latest forecasts from local authorities and weather services. I hope this information is helpful. Let me know if you have any other questions.
No, it's better than ice.
I don't like ice. Ice is dangerous.
Ice is dangerous. Snow is still dangerous, but not as bad as ice.
Yeah, the ice is bad.
Please remind. It's snowing again.
Tonight in Radcliffe, Kentucky, expect heavy freezing rain with ice accumulations of 0.9 inches. Weather hazards. Power outages. Heavy ice accumulation can cause significant damage to power lines, leading to widespread power outages. Dangerous travel conditions. Freezing rain creates extremely hazardous driving conditions. Roads will become icy and slippery, making travel difficult or impossible. Tree damage. The weight of ice can cause tree branches to break, potentially causing damage to property or injuring people. Tips. Stay indoors. If possible, stay indoors and avoid unnecessary travel. Prepare for power outages. Have a backup power source, generator, and plenty of supplies on hand, such as flashlights, batteries, and non-perishable food. Charge devices. Charge your cell phones and other electronic devices in case of power outages. Check on neighbors. Check on elderly neighbors or those with special needs to ensure they are safe. Drive carefully. If you must travel, drive slowly and cautiously. Allow extra time to reach your destination. Stay informed. Monitor the weather forecast closely and follow any advisories or warnings issued by local authorities. Important note: this information is based on the provided data. Weather conditions. Tonight in Radcliffe, Kentucky, expect cold temperatures with a high chance of precipitation, likely in the form of snow. Weather hazards. Freezing rain/ice. The primary concern is the potential for freezing rain, which can lead to black ice on roads. Black ice is nearly invisible, making it extremely dangerous for driving. Snow accumulation. While the amount is uncertain, snow accumulation is possible, which could lead to slick roads and limited visibility. Cold temperatures. The cold temperatures will increase the risk of hypothermia and frostbite if you are outdoors for extended periods. Tips. Driving. Avoid unnecessary travel. If you must drive, use extreme caution. Slow down and increase following distance. Be aware of black ice, especially on bridges and overpasses. Keep an emergency kit in your vehicle, including blankets, jumper cables, water, and snacks. Walking. Wear appropriate footwear with good traction. Dress in layers to stay warm. Be mindful of icy sidewalks and walkways. Stay informed. Radcliffe is in for a rough night. Here's what to expect and how to stay safe. What to expect. Heavy snowfall. 12 to 18 inches of snow is predicted. Travel will be extremely difficult, if not impossible. Expect road closures and flight delays. Bitterly cold temperatures. With a low of 9 degrees Fahrenheit, frostbite and hypothermia are real risks. Dress in layers, cover exposed skin, and limit time outdoors. Strong winds. 23 miles per hour winds will make it feel much colder than the actual temperature. Be prepared for blowing snow, which can significantly reduce visibility. Weather hazards. Heavy snow, potential for whiteout conditions, and even avalanches in mountainous areas. Extreme cold, risk of hypothermia, frostbite, and other cold-related illnesses. Strong winds. Power outages are possible due to downed trees and power lines. Tips. Stay indoors if possible. Charge your electronic devices. Have an emergency kit ready. Include essentials like...
How's it looking?
In Radcliffe tonight, expect heavy freezing rain. This is the primary weather hazard. Freezing rain occurs when rain falls on surfaces that are below freezing, causing it to instantly freeze into a layer of ice. Ice accumulation. Ice amounts are predicted to reach 1.0 inch, which is a significant amount. This can cause widespread power outages, downed trees, and extremely hazardous travel conditions.
Low temperatures. The low temperature will be around 25 degrees Fahrenheit, further increasing the risk of ice formation. Calm winds. Winds will be around 0 miles per hour, which may not significantly impact the ice accumulation, but can still contribute to wind chill. Weather hazards. Black ice. This is a thin layer of transparent ice that is difficult to see on roads. It can make driving extremely dangerous. Power outages. Ice accumulation can weigh down power lines and trees, leading to widespread power outages. Travel disruptions. Roads may become impassable due to ice and snow. Damage to trees and power lines. The weight of ice can cause trees and power lines to break. Tips for Radcliffe tonight. Stay indoors. If possible, stay indoors and avoid unnecessary travel. Charge devices. Charge your cell phone and other electronic devices in case of a power outage. Prepare an emergency kit. Have an emergency kit ready that includes water, non-perishable food, flashlights, batteries, and a first aid kit. Check on neighbors. Check on elderly neighbors or those with special needs. Drive carefully. If you must drive, use extreme caution and allow extra time to reach your destination. Stay informed. Monitor local weather alerts and advisories. Important note. This information is based on the provided forecast. Weather conditions can change rapidly, so it's crucial to stay updated with the latest information from reliable sources such as the National Weather Service. I hope this information is helpful. Please stay safe during this winter weather event.
Okay.
Hold on, I gotta check something.
Okay.
Why do you feel so cold? Nathan.
I don't know.
Can you do that? Let's see. What?
But
you need to wear ushers, Nathan. You hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, you need to wear ushers. Wear the ushers.
I want the other one. That
Okay,
fits.
you find ushers, you put ushers.
I want the other one, not the ones.
Okay, you look for.
No, I don't know what the house rules is. Not that one now. Huh? Yeah.
I mean, the ushers.
Ooh!
Find the ushers?
Yes. Why? This isn't gonna be so bad. So.
In Radcliffe tonight, expect heavy freezing rain. This is the primary weather hazard. Freezing rain occurs when rain falls on surfaces that are below freezing, causing it to instantly freeze into a layer of ice. Ice accumulation. Ice amounts are predicted to reach 1.0 inch, which is a significant amount. This can cause widespread power outages, down trees, and extremely hazardous travel conditions. Low temperatures. The low temperature will be around 25 degrees Fahrenheit, further increasing the risk of ice formation. Calm winds. Winds will be around 0 miles per hour, which may not significantly impact the ice accumulation, but can still contribute to wind chill. Weather hazards. Black ice. This is a thin layer of transparent ice that is difficult to see on roads. It can make driving extremely dangerous. Tonight in Radcliffe, KY, expect heavy freezing rain and ice accumulations of up to 0.7 inches, with strong winds gusting up to 45 miles per hour. This combination creates a dangerous situation with potential hazards including power outages. Ice buildup on power lines can cause them to break, leading to widespread power outages, tree damage and falling limbs. The weight of ice on trees can cause branches to break and fall. Dangerous driving conditions. Freezing rain creates black ice, making roads extremely slippery and increasing the risk of accidents. Travel delays and cancellations. Hazardous driving conditions can cause significant travel disruptions, including flight delays and cancellations. Structural damage to buildings. The weight of ice can damage roofs and other structures. Safety tips. Avoid unnecessary travel. If possible, stay indoors during the storm. If you must travel, use extreme caution. Reduce speed, increase following distance, and avoid unnecessary braking. Stay indoors if possible. Limit exposure to the cold and icy conditions. Check on elderly neighbors and those with special needs. Ensure they have adequate supplies and are safe. Have an emergency kit ready. Include essentials like water, non-perishable food, flashlights, batteries, and a first aid kit. Charge your devices. Keep your phone and other electronic devices charged in case of power outages. Listen to
when this picking up. What? Light. Amounts uncertain.
Radcliffe tonight. Expected conditions. Light freezing drizzle is possible. Weather hazards. Black ice. Freezing drizzle can create black ice on roads, making driving conditions hazardous. Reduced visibility. Freezing drizzle can significantly reduce visibility, making it difficult to see and be seen. Tips. Drive with extreme caution. Slow down, increase following distance, and use headlights. Avoid unnecessary travel. If possible, stay indoors. Check road conditions. Before heading out, check road conditions at link to driveky.ky.gov or download the Waze app. Dress warmly. Wear layers of clothing to stay warm and dry. Remember, even with light freezing drizzle, conditions can change quickly. Be prepared for potential hazards and adjust your plans accordingly.
Oh.
Tonight in Radcliffe, expect a clear sky with a temperature of 65 degrees Fahrenheit and 0 miles per hour wind.
Oh.
Tonight in Radcliffe, you can expect clear skies, perfect for stargazing, mild temperatures, a comfortable 65 degrees Fahrenheit, calm conditions, no wind to worry about. Overall, it's going to be a pleasant evening in Radcliffe. Enjoy the beautiful weather. Expected weather hazards for Radcliffe. Heavy freezing rain. Safety tips. Avoid driving if possible. Be extremely cautious if you must drive. Allow extra time and increase following distance. Watch for downed power lines and trees. Stay indoors if possible. Dress warmly in layers. Have an emergency kit on hand. Important note. This information is based on the provided freezing rain amount, 0.9 inches. Always refer to the latest weather advisories and with heavy freezing rain amounts of 0.9 inches expected in Radcliffe tonight, here's what to expect and some safety tips. What to expect. Significant ice accumulation. 0.9 inches of freezing rain will likely lead to significant ice accumulation on roads, sidewalks, and power lines. Hazardous travel conditions. Driving will be extremely dangerous, if not impossible, due to black ice and slippery surfaces. Power outages. Ice accumulation on power lines can cause widespread power outages. Tree damage. Heavy ice can weigh down tree branches, potentially causing them to break and fall. Weather hazards. Black ice. This nearly invisible layer of ice on roads is extremely difficult to see and can cause vehicles to lose traction. Falling ice and tree branches. Ice may accumulate on trees and other structures, posing a risk of falling ice and branches. Hypothermia and frostbite. Prolonged exposure to cold temperatures and wet conditions can increase the risk of hypothermia and frostbite. Safety tips. Avoid travel. If possible, stay indoors and avoid all unnecessary travel. Stay informed. Monitor weather alerts and warnings from local authorities. Prepare for power outages. Have flashlights, batteries, and a backup power source ready. Dress warmly. Wear layers of warm clothing, including a hat, gloves, and scarf. Protect exposed skin. Cover all exposed skin to prevent frost. Tonight in Radcliffe, Kentucky, expect cold temperatures with a high chance of precipitation, primarily in the form of freezing rain. Weather hazards. Freezing rain. Based on your provided weather condition, expect pleasant temperatures. You can expect a comfortable and warm day with a high of 78 degrees Fahrenheit, Sunny skies. Enjoy mostly sunny conditions throughout the day, perfect for outdoor activities. Low humidity. The weather should be relatively dry and comfortable with low humidity levels. Overall, today's weather in Radcliffe, KY sounds ideal for enjoying the outdoors. Please note, this is based on the provided weather condition. Weather can change quickly, so it's always a good idea to check a reliable weather source for the most up-to-date forecast. I hope this helps. Tonight in Radcliffe, KY expect mostly cloudy skies. The sky will be mostly covered with clouds, isolated snow. There's a chance of scattered snow flurries, cold temperatures. The temperature will be around 12 degrees Fahrenheit, calm winds. Wind speeds are expected to be around 0 miles per hour. Important note, since the amount of snow is uncertain, it's best to be prepared for potentially slick road conditions. Recommendation, dress warmly in layers, wear a hat and gloves, and be cautious if you must travel. Disclaimer. This information is based on the provided details and may not be entirely.
Oh no.
What?
Oh.
What?
Tonight in Radcliffe, Kentucky, expect heavy freezing rain. Significant ice accumulation is likely, potentially reaching 0.9 inches. This can cause significant travel hazards and power outages. Hazardous conditions. Travel. Roads will become extremely icy and treacherous. Travel should be avoided, if possible. Power outages. Ice accumulation on power lines can lead to widespread power outages. Tree damage. Ice can weigh down branches, causing them to break and potentially damage property. Weather hazards. Freezing rain. The primary hazard is the accumulation of ice on surfaces. This can lead to black ice, a nearly invisible layer of ice that makes roads extremely slippery. Ice dams. Ice buildup in gutters can cause water to back up and leak into homes. Damage to trees and power lines. As mentioned above, weather tips. Stay informed. Continuously monitor weather alerts and advisories from local authorities and the National Weather Service. Avoid travel. If possible, stay indoors during the storm. If travel is essential, use extreme caution and allow extra time. Prepare for power outages. Have a backup plan for heat, light, and communication. Charge devices. Gather supplies, flashlights, batteries, etc. And consider alternative heating sources, if safe. Protect pipes. Let faucets drip slightly to prevent them from freezing. Clear ice from walkways and driveways. Use caution and consider using ice melt, if safe for pets and plants. Dress warmly. Wear layers of clothing to stay warm if you must go outside. Disclaimer.
Okay, that's done.